discerning people, which is what we're talking about, is one of the most crucial things. And we discern people usually the very wrong way. Discernment has very little to do with usually what you see on face value. Somebody can package and present themselves beautifully, but what is inside there is nothing but an empty shell. They have just presented you a great package that you are now bought into, and you now think is the greatest thing when it's not. One of the most important things to note is that it has very little to do with the bringing of the presentation of the person and more to do with their character. And character is usually seen and presented, most time expressed over a period of time. And it is expressed through, honestly, adversity. There's a really great saying that I love so much, and it goes like this. Friends are not friends in great times. True friendship is only there in adversity, in sorrow, in pain, and in suffering. That is when you'll discover if you have a real friend. In other words, that will be one of the litmus tests to figure out, is this person really there for me, or are they there for themselves? And in a lot of cases, a lot of people lie. They can't be honest. A lot of people don't have a lot of friends. And in some cases, people have too many friends. You can't be in a situation where you are calling hundreds of people friends. When I was in high school, well, middle school at the time, Facebook had just come out. And it was one of the biggest things, one of the biggest platforms that was taking place. And when it was taking place, it was phenomenal. Everybody was like, oh, I have 1,000 friends, I have 100 friends, I have 300 friends. And some of the people they were adding, they didn't know them. And those people didn't know them. But there was this craze at the time of just having friends. In other words, let me put it this way. Being connected to people you have actually no connection with. And what I want to tell you is really simple. If you have friends, make sure the friends you have are of quality.